Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go. Ultra. Go Ultra.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This from 32 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Bucs at third. Two on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Working from the gun, Lance. This is Smith with a grab. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. 23 yards on the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now Willis. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air again with Willis. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Willis looking to throw it. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jameson Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Willis will try and throw for this. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Willis to try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. And I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis, he'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Oh, good move. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 12-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Let's go now.
3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, check that. Street. Trap 50.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Down. Number 7. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are back within a score. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw again on second down. Willis. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
3, 19. Hey, Smash Broncos!
Another try after the first down sack. Willis, and this one complete to Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play fake. Here's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Check, Matt, check, Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Fourth down, Willis. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Panthers first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Check, snap.
Right back to him on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Cine.
Hey, go steal.
On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On third and long, it's Lance. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He's going to field this at the 4. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Another carry now for Madison. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
McCaffrey following the penalty. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. McCaffrey, touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. The Lance going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, smash Bronco!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check pass, check pass. Check.
Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Willis, 4th down here. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Lance looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Lance. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Lance back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Willis looking to pass it. He's got Smith here. He's up to the 20 and all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Willis back to throw it. incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Willis, he'll look to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Willis back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to show they'll be a tough out of the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Norm Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Dolphins and the Jaguars, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of World famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off a good... The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And Goff going to look to throw right away. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now Goff on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, he's going to dump this off to his running back Hunt. And he goes out right around the 39. The Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Lance going to try to throw for this. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on that throw.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On second and very short, Goff. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Goff. Touchdown! Zay Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead down to 9. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Laviska Shenault, 87 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third. Gone. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Amari Barno able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lance. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 66 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 29, Goff. That one is caught by Hunt. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kareem Hunt, 71 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down.
Makes the score Dolphins 32, Jaguars 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it up. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, good luck. He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Goff. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Goff. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jaguars first down.
To the air again. Goff. And he completes it to Hunt. And they will. Down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Goff now looking to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lance now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Goff. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. LaVista Shenault in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. A final shot before half for Lance. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle. Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Amari Barno. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And his kick here is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Lance now on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action, here's Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Lance and company going on 4th down. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is gone. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Amari Barno. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. From the 50, it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, through the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Wide open receiver complete. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Miami. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff caught on the right side by Jones. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up the first here on 3rd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now it's Goff. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you have to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.